Hello everyone and welcome to Grounded with me, your host Crypto at Crypto Gamer, and today guys we are going to be doing a beginner's guide to Grounded and Grounded 2. So if you're new to the game or if you've never even tried the game, then maybe this video will help convince you. So guys, once we've made it through the tutorial levels, obviously teaching you how to sneak and jump and everything else, you're going to want to, once you're out in the world, upgrade your Omni tool and get yourself a hammer once you've got at least 350 raw science, some pebbles and everything else. And you're also going to want to open up your shovel as well. And this will be very, very important when it comes to building and also when it comes to getting access to grubs. Now, one of the first things that you're going to want to analyze is weed stems and grass planks. The reason for this is going to be the quickest way for you to build yourself a wee shelter within Grounded to keep bugs out and so that you can store all your stuff safely without having to worry about ants and other bugs stealing your stuff. So as you can see, we get some raw science for learning the grass planks and the dandelion stems. And we've also got some other stuff that we can study as well, such as this mite fuzz. And you want to do mite fuzz so that you can make yourself arrows in the future, as well as the slime molds, which can be used to make these slime molds sconce, torch and stick. And now that we've got the grass seeds, what we'll do now is we will unlock the Omni shovel. And as I said before, this will give us access to being able to take grubs out of the ground, which will be useful for certain recipes, and also to be able to dig up things like clay, which you will be using as the foundations of your base, so that you can build a flat base, which will be rather nice. So now that we've got the Omni shovel, let's go and find some clay. The best places that you're going to find clay is near bodies of water. Specifically look out for bodies of water or piles of clovers, as these grow near said bodies of water, and you will get 3 or 4, generally speaking, at least with each one that you dig up, although it can vary up to 7 or 8 pieces sometimes. It really just depends on your luck. Remember folks, if you are enjoying the video, please like, share and subscribe, as it really helps the channel, and also leave a comment and let me know what you think of the video and of these tips and tricks, and whether you're going to play the game or not. So now that we've got all of our clay put together, we'll move on to the next tip, which will be to get yourself gnats fuzz by killing them. And what this will allow you to do is create your first long range weapon, which will be your bow, and we will be looking at that shortly guys. Now in order to craft the bow, you will need to put down a workstation, which is quite cheap to make. All the ingredients are readily available, and you'll be good to go once you've placed it down. Now once you've placed said workbench down, you're going to go into your weapons and go to the sprig, the bow, and in this instance I was short by a couple of sprigs, so I picked them up, and now we should be good to go to make said bow. So now that we've made the bow, we are going to need some arrows guys. So you just go back into your inventory and you can create arrows without using a workbench, using mite fuzz and thistle needles, which you will be able to find on thistles. There is actually one relatively close to the pond that we were at where we got the gnat fuzz originally. Several in fact. So now we need somewhere to sleep. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a lean-to. And this is also going to be used to set up our respawn point so that we can respawn back at our base. Otherwise, you can respawn back at any ranger station as well, or even at the beginning of where you come out of as well, guys. Behind that spigot, as you just seen, there will be water droplets that will form behind said sprinkler. And another thing, when you're trying to get bug parts in the start of the game guys, it is a really good idea to attack spider eggs. Although be warned, it will release spiderlings as well, so be careful of that. And if you take too many out where there are orb weavers and orb weaver juniors, they may also attack you. because they'll be able to detect it. But this is a great way of farming bug parts early on in the game, especially if you're finding it exceedingly difficult to kill any other bugs in the game. And now guys, we are going to put down plank and stem pallets. These are really important because otherwise it's going to be very, very cluttered with all the planks and stems that you're going to be cutting down. So this gives them an organised place to go, and this will also help keep your performance in good check, because having lots of resources on the ground is just going to eventually lag up your system. So this is a great way of storing them and keeping them all organised. Not only that, but you can build directly from these without having to take them out of the pallets. And this is the only way that your base will register that you've got available planks. So don't leave them lying on the ground, otherwise you'll have to manually pick them up in order to build, which is obviously just going to be extremely tedious. When it comes to cutting down grass as well, if you've got 2 pieces of grass very close to each other, like those 2 that were just there to my left, or the one right in front of the workbench, that will be taken down at the same time. Remember to also peep. Peeping creatures will show you their resistances and their weaknesses as well, guys, and also help you be able to get gold cards. Another thing you're going to need is plenty of storage, so it's really important to get your crude ropes up and your clover pieces, so that you can then create your own little storage containers. And these basic storage bins will do for the first few days that you're actually playing the game, just in order to free up your inventory and keep valuable resources in an organised place. It is advisable that you name each storage box by themselves, and also put a wee sign up to see what each item is going to be put in what storage box. Now guys, here comes the fun part. We're actually going to build our first tiny little base. It doesn't need to be anything huge. I've went for 3x2 for my particular settlement. And now if you hold down the X button, you can actually make multiple of these blueprints in order to actually produce the walls for your small encampment. And of course, you just hold down X to super build, or you can individually press each one if you want. It really depends on how quickly you can press it. They roughly both go at the same speed if you do it this way. And so with this, we have got most, if not all, of our walls completed now. And from here, we have one last thing that we're going to have to do, which is put down a roof. Now, at the start of the game, you will not have access to a roof. You will actually have to earn at least 1,000 raw science and then go to the science shop, and you will have to buy multi-story bases for 1,000 raw science. And now that we've purchased this, we can now put down grass floors. These are not technically true roofs, which you will unlock later on in the game, but they will act as a really good substitute. And this will stop any aerial bugs getting to you. But at this stage in the game, you shouldn't really be dealing with many aerial bugs. And so now, we're going to start building up the roof. And as you can see, we're doing very, very well. Oh, and we have run out of a few planks. So what we'll do now is we will get some extra planks. And we have finished it up. And there we go, guys. I mean, not too bad at all so far. And finally, guys, make yourself some sprig lamps. This will make it easier for you to come and find your base again. And with that, guys, this is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, please like, share and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. This has been Crypto Gamer. I hope this helped. Peace out.